Hi everybody. So today was a crazy day. Another crazy day, right? Um we got some big news, real big news. Um Stuff with the house looking a little bit better. Uh we found maybe one or two possible solutions. We're running those and hopefully it'll come through because the pressure is definitely on. Ooh, you see that lightning behind me? Um yeah, we had another storm today. Let's see. Polly went to Taekwondo. JJ was also cleared. Or how do I say? His physical therapy has been discontinued because he's doing so good, um, as well as his occupational therapy. He's doing really well. Um, let's see. Oh, so JJ had some leftover sutures left in his head. I believe it was two on this side. He had two on this side, and he had three or four up here. Those have been there since February. Um, and the last doctor appointment that he went to, we asked the surgeon, and he said to ask them here to remove it. So I'm telling you, this kid's a savage. I'm sitting there having a conversation with the doctor, getting updated on everything, and we're pulling stitches out of his head, and he's not even flinching. He's crazy. Um, Yeah, things are looking really, really good as far as that. We're packing up stuff, putting it in the storage unit. We have a toy reaction or a gift reaction, I should say, a gift reaction video coming up real soon. Um, we just have to move a lot of this stuff out of the hospital before we bring in more stuff because there's just a lot of stuff in here already. Um, we're starting to plan our kids. So our kids are gonna go to California for a few weeks to visit family, and we've actually started to plan that. So that's pretty cool, pretty good. Some of them don't really want to go because of everything that happened with JJ, and they feel like they've lost a lot of time with them. But it'll be good for them. They haven't seen that side of the family very much at all since we moved. It's been going on 3 years since we went back home. And they grew up with that side of the family. They grew up with my mom and my sisters and my wife's mom and dad and her sisters over there. So it'll just be good for them to spend some time with them. Um, get a little break from all this stuff that's gone over here. Get their mind off of it. Um, I want to go talk to somebody today about the stuff with the house. I got some advice. Um, I don't know how useful it'll be, but we gonna see, right? Hopefully it all works out. We've noticed a lot of good like the scars. They're not as prevalent now, especially this one up here. It's really gone down. So is the one on his nose right here, and the ones on his cheek have somewhat faded. So if they've gone that far in a week, just imagine in a year of us keeping up with this and all that. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. And then so I guess I'll just say, my wife's gonna cover it too. I just wanted to make sure you guys watch for a little bit. Oh wait, also, so the picture of JJ got reported right on Instagram. I appealed it. We won the appeal. The picture's back up. The monetization of Instagram is back on. Unfortunately, they did take away the monetization for Reels, but we're still monetized on lives, and all that stuff comes in, and it goes directly to JJ's savings account. All that stuff's being saved for JJ. So every time you guys buy a badge on our Instagram live, that's going to JJ. Um, so the big news, right? So I was walking around with JJ. He was throwing a tantrum because he wanted to sit there and eat, and like we've told you guys, he hadn't eaten in months. So we have to dang, that lightning is crazy. So as we told you guys, we have to kind of moderate and control how much he eats because he can get sick and it can hurt his stomach. So I took him for a walk, and that's when Miss Busey, the doctor, she saw me. She stopped me. Oh, we actually seen the paramedics. So the paramedics, I don't know you guys' name. I wish I would have got you guys' name, but shout out to you guys, man. It's great seeing you guys again. They're the ones that actually originally brought JJ here to the Children's Center in Bethany from Children's OU when he first got here, when he was admitted, and he was ecstatic. That the paramedic, he was so happy he couldn't believe how much progress JJ made. He didn't even recognize him. It was pretty awesome, and so that was really cool. I got to thank them and talk with them for a minute, and JJ did his little hi, the little noises he makes, and he got to meet the people that have been a big help since the beginning. So as I'm talking to them, Busey comes up and she's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." And at this point, I kind of already knew something was up. I've noticed a change in his schedule, and I kind of saw this coming. So I'm talking to her and I'm asking her about the stitches and when we can remove them and stuff. And then she tells me, JJ's doing great. He's come a long way, and we got an official discharge date. So we will officially be discharged on May 17th. So JJ will be going home with the trach, but they're going to cap it because one of our main concerns is that, we have 4 kids 5 years old and younger. That's like I said before, that is a lot of curiosity in that house. And something like that is going to draw tons of curiosity, which could potentially become a fatal situation, God forbid. But it could get really scary or crazy, but he will have to go home with the trach. It will be capped, so that's going to help. But we've also got another date, since, as I told you guys before, June 6th, the jaw will be released, and the trach will also come out. So yeah, that's the big news, May 17th, JJ comes home.
Hey everybody, so we're just hopping back on, and we did just end 2 lives, Instagram and Facebook. We let everybody know that he is getting discharged May 17th. So that's freaking incredible, and I cannot wait for that day. We're actually not telling any of the kids, and we're gonna have it be a surprise. We're gonna play it off that we're going for a visit or whatever, and then JJ comes in the car and I don't know what. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, that's the plan. And we did get my sister on, and she talked about all the details with the bike run and all that. So what that entails and all that type of stuff. So that's what we did. Oh, and also the parent panel thing. You don't have to necessarily be a parent, but if you watch your brothers and sisters or your little cousins, or you got little siblings, things like that. And also, I like to hear from parents that what I really want to do is I want to do a live discussion with parents that have gone through this or is going through this. I really want to do that. That's a little goal of mine. I want to talk about grieving parents, I guess is what we can call it, with, dog bites, just in particular dog attacks. Whether your child is the survivor or not, or if unfortunately you've lost your child. I want to be here for you, and I want to talk about it. Not to be invasive, but I really feel the more you speak to people that know what you're going through, the more you get off your chest and the better you feel, and you end up finding some really good friends and that actually get you and understand you, because not a lot of people actually get this. And there are so many wonderful people out there that send these positive messages, positive vibes, very encouraging words. But until you actually know exactly how I feel, what I saw, the fear, the pain, the constant worrying, and even with JJ doing so great right now, there's still a tremendous amount of fear and anxiety and everything I go through. And that's just me. I mean, I know Jose does too. But I'm just saying, like, I really would love to have like a little conference type of meeting that we can go live and other people can see, ask questions for us, and we could just talk about this. Because this is an actual big thing that I don't think gets taken serious enough. I wish I wish this was taken more serious, and I wish people really looked at the numbers and really seen how many dog attacks there is, especially on little kids. And they always go for the face or the head. It's just like there's something going on and we need to fix it. And majority of the time, it's certain breeds. And they don't have a fence. Or they weren't on a leash. Or, unfortunately, they were a home pet. But my point is, if we were able to stop this and limit, I don't care how much hate I'm going to get. I am not against all dog breeds. I am not against pit bulls. I am not against any of that. I am not against freaking dogs. So please don't go there. What I'm proposing is we work on like how guns are. I'm not saying they're like guns, but we have restrictions, or at least a little bit more rules when it comes to having a gun. You need to follow certain rules, so because it's a weapon. And yes, it isn't the gun. It is the person behind, the pulling the gun. Well, it's the owner in most cases, and the negligence, and not being educated on what kind of breed you have, and not giving that dog the proper exercise it needs. So anyways, especially with these breeds that are on that vicious list or attack list or whatever it may be, those dogs, I feel like we should be at least limited to how much we can have. Unless you're like a kennel or a rescue, yes, then go for it. But what I'm saying, like, if you're just gonna have like own these dogs, I really feel like we should only be allowed to at least like have 2 in a mandatory fence. I truly don't think that that's too much to ask for, and I really feel like that'll save so many lives. I'm not shaming dogs. I'm just trying to figure something out to make things, like to have more control. This is my first video of it shaking all crazy. Olivia is going crazy. So yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do, and that's my goal in this, and that is why I am trying my hardest to speak out, and I want to have a platform or I just want to have a loud enough voice to get that. I want to save kids. I want to save people from almost losing their life, or from parents to have to go through this, or anyone to ever have to go through this. No one deserves this. Literally, no one. I don't care who you are. You do not deserve this, and this is not okay. And something needs to be done, because if we just kept it like this, then things are gonna continue. So, I don't know. I can go on and on and on about this, but I'm just not, because I can't do that. So, yeah. I don't know. Just let's see what happens next, and let's do this parent thing. And I want to do, I don't even know what I want to call it, but I want to do this where we have a little sit down with parents that are going through this or have gone through this. I think it'd be good for us all, honestly. So, yeah, I'll come back on tomorrow and I'll have more info on things with Jay. He's gonna actually be sent home with his trach and G-tube, and this isn't even gonna be fully healed. So I'm like worried about that. That freaks me out a little bit. I know I can do it though. I mean, we're CPR trained, we're trach trained. We know how to do his G-tube stuff. We can do it. We really can do it. And I know our son, like, we know him. We know when he's in pain. We know what he needs. So I know we can do it. It's just now moving on to that next step in this journey. And that's coming home. And I want to come home with him being normal. I guess it, like, me being unrealistic in a sense, or just dreaming, you know, off in fantasy land, that JJ would be sent home fully healed, his head perfectly fine, no trach and it's healed, no G-tube and his stomach's healed. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not being realistic. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off and put this little girl to sleep. Oh, Livy. Livy, say dada. Dada? She said no. Can you say mama? Mama? She hates me. She won't ever say mama. Oh, and you know what, guys? She says dada all the time. JJ, now that he can talk more, you know what he freaking says? Dada. And I'm like, Jay, say mama. And he says dada. I'm with JJ and I'm hearing that. I am home with Livy and I'm hearing that. None of my kids ever said mama first. It's freaking funny and sad at the same time. But yeah, I'll let you guys go, babe. Bye-bye.